Hello guys, how are you doing today? Yes, I'm just fine, and today I'll be doing a little something different than what I usually do. I'll be telling you guys how to print stuff in Python, how to make variables in Python, and how to get user inputs in Python. So first, we'll want to create a file called, you'll always want to create a file called main.py, but we'll not be using something called main.py. We'll use this so we can separate our things. So if we go to our subjects and look under printing, we can see that we have strings. So strings are basically words or sentences. So let's say we want to say hi. Boom. But we would want this to bring information into a terminal, which is what I like to call a shell that can handle commands. So let's say, I don't know, we just wanted to say the program started. So yes, the program started, but as soon as it starts, it ended. Just give me a second here. Don't really like this thing. Ended. So then we can see we got started and ended. So now for this next part, well, if you actually give me a second here, I'm pretty sure what we can do is that we can actually print numbers as well. Yeah. So basically you can just make up a number. Let me just, where's my control? Oh yeah, Control Shift. Nice! So now that we got that out of the way, let's go into how variables work. Let me have this has the same aspect. So let's say we have a number that we want to store into a program. Let's say we're making a game, which we would use Pygame in that case, if you want to do it in Python. We would say score equals 0. But what if we would also like to increase the score? Python has a math system where if you do plus equals and maybe you do 10, it'll add 10 to the score. So, and then this is, if you give me a sec, we got this completed, and we're about to get that completed. So let's say we wanted to print the score now, so we would just say print, and then the variable name. But then to see the change, we would have to print the variable name again. So and then see when the score equals 0 and it prints the score, it basically prints 0. But when we add 10 to the score, it'll do that. So I'm going to go ahead and add this here. And that's basically it for integers, which are basically just numbers. We could also do minus equals. Let's say we got 50, and we wanted to do times equals 10. I don't think that's how it works. Yeah. And then let's say we wanted to divide it. Ooh. We get a 5.0. So now what I'm actually going to do is I am going to cut this out. cut this out of the code so that it doesn't run it. So, and then we can also do strings with these. So let's say our name is Joe, I guess. Joe and Toe. We hit print, and I'm going to do a little bit of what I like to do here. And we'll put an F at the beginning, and we'll put quote marks so we can use curly brackets to print our name and add strings along with it. So your name is Joe. So then that's printing strings getting out, printing variables and strings out of the way. Now we'll go to floats, which is basically that 5.0 you saw earlier. So and then let's add this to the mix. So then now what we'll do is, yeah, we're going to do floats. Let's say our number is 5.40. Wait, not 5.40. 5.40. We would have a float in that case, so 5.40. Oh wait, we actually got to print the number on that one. Boom. And it rounds out to 0. See? Instant split. Crap. Come back. Oh. Nice. So now that we got floats done, now we'll go to Boolians. So let's say we're running a Python game. Let's say we're running the program. We go equal true in that case. And I'll get into if statements here, which I'll probably go in a later video. And we'll print the program's running. I'll always make sure if you're doing a sentence you get a string. The program is running. Else print, because we don't really have anything to print in that instance. So the program's running. And then if we set this to false, we can also do a not if not running, which will then return a true. And you can basically add when thousands of nots, it will just reverse the false and true. You can also do a none here if you don't know what you're going to add. Ooh. So then now that we got that out of the way, let's go to inputs. Let's say we wanted to get our actual name. So name, so name equals input. What is your name? And then we'll like to do a little thing here like this, which will show the user that it's doing it. So in my case, my name is Bubba. But we haven't gave it anything to do with that information, so we would print. Wait, do that outside. Your name is me. Oh, don't have that. And then your name is Bubba. But yeah, that's all really it that I'm gonna show you for today. If you guys would like a custom video on one of your topics, just comment down below, and if you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. That's like the first ever time that I'm actually saying that. But yeah, have a great day. Bye.